Top 8 scariest ghost and paranormal activity caught on camera. Number 8. The Brown Lady. This portrait of the Brown Lady ghost is arguably the most famous and well-regarded ghost photograph ever taken. The Brown Lady of Raham Hall is a ghost which reportedly haunts Raham Hall in Norfolk in England. It became one of the most famous hauntings in Great Britain when photographers from Country Life magazine claimed to have captured its image, and it was published in the December 16, 1936 issue. The Brown Lady is so named because of the brown brocade dress it is claimed she wears. The ghost is thought to be that of Lady Dorothy Townshend, wife of Charles Townshend. Number 7. Lord Combermere. This photographer of the Combermere Abbey Library was taken in 1891 by Sybil Corbet. This figure of a man can faintly be seen sitting in the chair to the left. His head, collar, and right arm on the armrest are clearly discernible. It is believed to be the ghost of Lord Combermere, who was a British soldier and conservative politician. Lord Combermere is connected to another well-known paranormal story of the famous moving coffins of Barbados. Number 6. Freddie Jackson. One of the most famous photos still promoted as a legitimate piece of photographic evidence for ghosts is that now known as the ghost of Goddard's Squadron. The photo is a group portrait of Goddard's Squadron. At the top of this post is a nearly uncropped scan of the photo in question. In the back row, if you look closely at the fourth sailor from the left, you'll see that behind his head is a ghostly face. It is said to be the face of Freddie Jackson, an air mechanic who had been accidentally killed by an airplane propeller 2 days earlier. Number 5. The Backseat Ghost. Miss Medell Chinnery was visiting the grave of her mother one day in 1959. She had brought along her camera to take photographs of the gravesite. After snapping a few shots of her mother's gravestone, she took the photo of her husband in the car. But when the photo was developed, she could see that her mother, Miss Ellen Hamill, was in the photo sitting behind him. This photo is a staple to many paranormal websites and books. Number 4. Grandpa's Ghost. One of the most remarkable examples of ghost photography from more modern times has been the case of the photograph taken by one Denise Russell. After bringing her mother to the retirement home, there was a picnic put on for the residents and families. This was one of the 2 photos taken that day. The family really loved the photos and made a few copies, and 3 years after it was taken, they noticed a man in the back, and it was unmistakably their deceased grandpa, who died 13 years prior to the photo. Number 3. Cemetery Ghost Baby. Visiting the grave of her daughter in a cemetery in Queensland in 1947, a woman named Miss Andrews took this picture of what she thought was a bare grave. She was shocked to see, when she got the film developed, that there seemed to be the figure of a child sitting on the grave. Miss Andrews didn't recognize the child, and her own daughter died at the age of 17, much older than the apparent age of this infant. A paranormal investigator in the late 1990s, Tony Healy, visited the site and discovered the graves of the 2 baby girls. Number 2. Electric Chair Ghosts. Engineer Fred Luchter was hired by the state of Tennessee to evaluate, modify, and update its electric chair, which it used for executions. The heavy oak chair was made from the wood that was once a part of the state's old gallows. He took several photos of the chair before he started work to document his progress. This is one of the photos. His picture clearly shows both a face in agony, as well as a limp hand on the armrest. Number 1. White Lady of Worstead Church. In 1975, Diane and Peter Berthelot, along with their 12-year-old son, visited the Worstead Church in North Norfolk, UK. Peter took a photo of his wife sitting and praying on one of the church benches, and when they reviewed the developed photos some months later, a friend of Miss Berthelot asked, "Who's that sitting behind you, Di?" The figure in the photo appears to be wearing light-colored, old-fashioned clothes and a bonnet. Reports of the ghost date back well over 100 years. According to one story, on Christmas Eve of 1830, a man boasted a challenge to the White Lady. He said he would climb to the top of the church's belfry and kiss her if she would appear. So up he went. When he failed to reappear after a time, however, friends went to search for him. They found him in the belfry, cowering in a corner, terrified. "I've seen her," he told them. "I've seen her." And then he died. Thanks for watching and hope you enjoyed. Check out one of these videos and don't forget to subscribe to support more videos.